Thank you for coming today. My name's Laura. I work for eBay. I've been with the company for 7 years, specializing in the automotive sector. So you may be thinking to yourselves, why are eBay here today? Well, the reason why, it's been a crazy few years out there. With Brexit, pandemic, it's had a really disruptive impact on the supply chain. Over the last few years, we've started to see the increase of businesses coming to eBay to buy their parts purely for ease. And we've also seen the increase of recycled parts growing quite substantially across the last 2 years. So what we want to do is help you make recycled parts an undeniable component of a quality, cost-effective and sustainable repair. So what we'll be covering in today's session is first, quality parts, quality recycled. Number 2, parts supply, what's going on within the recycling industry. Ease of use, our new business platform. And the bottom line, how can you effectively make money whilst using recycled vehicle parts? And lastly, and very importantly, the environment. So as we move on to quality parts, setting a new standard. So all of you know what recycled car parts are. You may be a little bit spurious as to where they potentially come from, the quality of them, whether or not they're going to always work. So with that in mind, what we did is we worked with the supply chain, we worked with insurance companies, the likes of Aviva, the likes of LV, and we put together a technical committee to come together with a standard, a certified recycled standard. With that in mind, with businesses wanting to buy more parts and wanting quality, that helped us significantly move forward into the business sector. So what is a certified recycled part? So ultimately, it's a voluntary scheme that a recycler will apply to. It's been developed by the Vehicle Recyclers Association, and ultimately it makes every single business comply to the same set of standards. Each recycler does exactly the same thing, so it makes things for you far easier to use. The 2 certification bodies that audit the businesses are the RMI and Interface. And ultimately, at the end of the certification, the recycler will receive a compliance document. And it's an annual recertification to make sure that the recyclers keep their standards high. So as a business buyer, how does it benefit you? Firstly, all recycled parts are genuine OEM parts, so they're the highest quality from the original manufacturer. The parts are tested and graded. Now, the grading is super important. So, for example, if you're buying a door and the door is a grade A door, you know that door has got less than a credit card's worth of damage. If it's a grade B, it's 2 credit cards. If it's a grade C, it's 3. So if you're a body shop, you know that means, okay, for a grade A, I just need to maybe fill it a little bit and then respray it. For mechanical components, all parts are also graded by the mileage and whether or not they're actually running when the vehicle comes in. Really important for businesses as well is warranty. So the very minimum standard that the recyclers will offer is a 12-month warranty on bodywork and a 3-month warranty on mechanical and electrical components to give you ease of mind that should something go wrong with the part, you're able to claim against the recycler. Also very importantly, documentation. Every part you buy comes with the paperwork from the existing donor vehicle, and also recalls. Every recycler has to have a recall system within their process, so they know that the part isn't faulty and can be fitted on the car. So the key thing here is accuracy and consistency of the parts. So to give you some examples, we've got ASM Recycling who are part of the scheme. They're based in Oxford. Global Auto Salvage are based up in Lincoln, and Trainers are based over in Northern Ireland. So we've got quite a few sellers, and I'll lead into this in a little bit more detail. So ultimately, the outcome of certified recycled is quality parts, safe to use, traceability, and consistency of a standard. Super important. Now, as I mentioned earlier, parts supply, I don't think I've spoken to any body shop. I haven't spoken to any body shops that haven't had an issue getting parts to fit their cars in the last year or so. So what does it look like? We have got 104 certified recyclers across the UK. This means 1.1 million parts are available at any point in time for you to be purchasing. We're connected with Aldotex, and one of the things that we see coming through on the system on a regular basis is the match rate of recycled parts to the estimates. And we're seeing on average 55% of the parts that are needed for business repairs, we actually have available for you guys. All of the parts are compliant to the Body Shop BS 10125 standard, so you get the certificate of conformity. Every 7 seconds, we sell a recycled part, so pretty high frequency. And what's good for yourselves as well, eBay is a very neutral player in the market. We don't set the price. The market sets its own price. So that means the prices aren't just going to keep going up because they've got more business buyers. They actually still need to compete with each other to remain competitive. Also, eBay is again, marketplace. We aggregate the supply. As I mentioned earlier, 104 certified recyclers, and you need a bumper. Are you going to pick up the phone to 104 recyclers until you get that bumper? No, you're not. You don't have the time. So with the platform, it's literally super simple. All of the recyclers are on there, and you can speak to eBay should you have any issues or concerns with the parts. And every business that registers gets a dedicated account manager. And the supply chain is growing. Recyclers are getting better with their processes. They're getting more parts off the car quicker for you guys ultimately to buy. So we've seen the supply chain double over the past 3 years. So you might be thinking, I don't really like the thought of a brake pad, fitting a brake pad or a spark plug. But actually, you think about it, it's generally the most expensive items are what the recyclers harvest because they're expensive from the vehicle manufacturers directly. So you can see on the left there, these are the most popular top 10 ranking certified recycled items that we're selling. We've got quite a few champion users of the platform now. So one of our biggest body shops that uses it is AW. So big group, Jack is a super user. He loves the platforms. He's had no qualms with any of the parts he's received so far. And James from BRS loves the fact that he can actually physically see the parts that he's buying before they get shipped out to him. So he knows if there's a little bit of something, he's going to have to work with that. Next, ease of use. So I'm assuming most of you have used eBay at some point in the past. It's a big marketplace. There's lots of different products on there. There's lots of different sellers selling things. So what we've done is create a business-only marketplace called eBay for Business. Everything that is on there is certified only. To register, you need to be a business. We do not let consumers buy from the platform. The reason being, we've got 70% of the savings versus a new OEM RRP, and we display the savings throughout the journey based on the retail price provided. Also, cash flow, to help you with cash flow, we've provided 0% finance on all of the items over 30 days. Delivery, standard delivery is 2 to 3 working days. There is next day delivery available on 90% of the items. And also what's quite nice, if you're looking to offset your carbon, if you're PAS 2020 registered, all of your CO2 gets tracked in your dashboard. So to give you a little demo here, so this is the garage experience. So super simple, VRN-driven lookup. So you put your registration number in there. You can type what the part is you want, or you can select on the categories below. Then, for example, if you know your paint code, you know the manufacturer part number, or you just want to put red because you want a red door, for example, you enter that information into there, and you hit search. Along the top there, you've got your deals tabs, FAQs, very, very simple to use, all information up there. So for that particular vehicle, I've requested I want a door. And it's telling me, okay, you've got 37 certified recycled doors available from these recyclers. If you want to, you can then filter by other criteria. On this particular example, you click to view the part. Kind of similar to eBay, you then toggle into the listing there, and you can expand the images and zoom in, and you've also got the technical specification information should you need it. If you're happy with that, add it to basket. Body shop experience. So the body shop experience is connected with Aldotex. So ultimately, it's a little bit kind of automated in the sense that the feeds come into the dashboard. We look at the part numbers on your estimates, and we match with the certified recycled. As you can see there, parts 4 of 4 found. It's not always the case that we're going to find a part for you in all instances, but ultimately you'll see on your dashboard how you're doing. You also get sent an email every time a part is made available for your job. On the top there, you've got your account summary, so you can see the CO2 saving. how many are in the search status, how many have been found, how many you've ordered, and how many you've returned. In this particular example, if you are happy with all of those 4 parts provided, you simply leave it checked and hit go to checkout. However, if you can look and toggle in, it's a little bit small, but you can see there that this part is showing as a grade A. On there, you can see the actual saving versus the RRP as a percentage for your parts department. It keeps things super visual. You can see the estimated delivery date for that particular part. See the postage cost. You've also got the option on this piece to upgrade to next day delivery. The condition, we do have some genuine new parts in there, because again, helping you guys with the supply chain, but the initial search focuses on green first, but then there is an OEM as a secondary option. View the seller information. And if you're not happy with the pre-selected option, you again hit alternative parts, and you can see there are 3 more doors available for you to purchase. If you do retail work as well as body insurance work, you've also got the option on the right there, just search by registration, similar to the garage experience. If, for example, you see the part and it's a door with the glass, the handle, the door card, and you don't want those bits, simply add a message on the purchase saying, please strip the door, and the recycler will strip the door before they send it out to you. Order summaries, so invoices, tracking, keeping everything in line for the accounts departments. Every time you place an order, your invoice is stored in your order summary dashboard. So for every single order, you can have a look. At the end of the month, there is an accumulated invoice with every single part that's made available. Should you want to return an item, returns also completely free, no quibble. You can hit return items, and then that will trigger a return request, and the recycler will arrange for a courier to come and collect your part. What's quite good here is if you're a franchise business and you've got operations across the whole of the UK, you would set up one master account, and then for each individual site, they would have their own user access. So they would only be able to see the jobs that they're working on. But as the master user, you have an oversight of everything that's being ordered. This is where you can set up additional garages and additional body shops. And we have if you like data, we've got an in-house reporting suite, so you can download your purchase history, you can see what you've saved over time, how much CO2 you've saved, and what particular parts you're buying that are certified recycled. Next, if we move on to the bottom line. So these are just mutually beneficial pricing model examples. Some exist in the insurance sector. So in the instance here where this particular headlight, the OEM is £400, the recycled is £100, that's an instant saving of 75%. So in the particular insurance example, the recycler receives the fee of £100. The insurance company would pay the body shop £220, so the insurer would save £180. The workshop would then also receive a 30% discount off of the RRP of £120. So it's ultimately a win-win model. The insurance company, they may pass all of the financial benefit on to you, but there is margin in it for both companies to be profitable. For the garage example, again, the recycler receives £100. The garage pays, saves £180, assuming you get a 30% discount from your manufacturer. And the beauty of this is you can charge your customer whatever you want to charge them. So you could be maybe a little bit more competitive than your peers. And moving on to the environment. So just to give you an example, as I said, we sell a recycled part every 7 seconds on eBay. So in 2021, enough parts were sold through eBay to calculate the below emissions. So we sold enough engines for 50,000 flights from London to New York. We sold enough doors to boil a kettle for 86,000 years. And these are really good, powerful statistics that businesses can start to use to really make consumers and everybody understand, actually, what does it mean? How much am I actually saving? The partners that we're working with, Who Can Fix My Car? Well-known garage network. We have a greener garage scheme with them, so if you wanted to become a greener garage, you would ultimately register, and then you would have access to the business account as well. Outertex, the most popular estimating system across the UK, with 2,500 registered body shops. VRAC certification, one of our key partners that we worked with to basically launch the certification. CAPS, connecting the industry as an aggregator again and a national body shop recyclers association. And we are also actively promoting the scheme with media, national and trade press. So all in all, pretty good big win for the automotive industry and the circular economy. So back to trust in certified recycled parts. It helps you repair your cars faster. You save time with one platform with multiple suppliers. Save yourself and save your customers money. And lastly, do your thing for the planet. So we want to help you make recycled parts an undeniable component of a quality, cost-effective repair. Thank you. Yes.